This is the joint I wanted to show you guys, right? Hulk's wife is killed, so Hulk goes on a rampage. What kind of... Bro, that thumbnail is so insane. We have to watch this. Like, we have to. There's no way we don't watch this one. The fact that he just squished his head like that is so insane to me. Bro, Hulk is insane.
We see Hulk angrier than ever, screaming as he carries his dead wife, ready to unleash a fury on Marvel's heroes like never seen before. You see, some time ago, a team known as the Illuminati, consisting of heroes like Iron Man, Doctor Strange, Reed Richards, and Black Bolt, decided that Hulk was far too dangerous for Earth, so they exiled him to what they thought was a peaceful planet where he couldn't harm anyone. But once Hulk realized what was happening, he grew angry and disappointed, smashing the ship from the inside. Because of this, the ship went off course, and instead he landed on a violent, war-torn planet called Sakaar. There, Hulk is enslaved by a tyrant known as the Red King and forced into gladiatorial combat, fighting each day for his survival against all kinds of enemies.
Which he can do
As
easy.
his career in the arena begins, he gains a reputation as a potential savior figure foretold in the planet's prophecy, and eventually he frees himself and starts fighting for Sakaar's oppressed people alongside his fellow gladiators. In time, they overthrow the Red King, and Hulk becomes the new ruler of Sakaar. He also falls in love and learns that his wife is carrying his child. And for the first time, it seems Hulk has truly found a place where he is loved and respected, until...
Which, his son's name is like Scar, right? Let me know down in the comments below, because I don't really know too much about Hulk's kid, but is he like stronger than the Hulk, or is he strong but not like on the same, you know, on the same power scale? The Hulk versus Kratos fight and the Hulk versus Superman fight, we've already established how strong Hulk is. And I would look it up, but what's the fun in that? Like, I'll just ask you guys, see if you guys know. Like, you might know. You might.
The ship that brought Hulk to Sakaar explodes, killing his pregnant wife and many of his people. As he carries her body, he tells himself that he has lost everything and simply wants to die.
Leave me alone.
But that's when his friends arrive and reveal that for the first time, they've found a way to return to Earth. And now, Hulk, in his angriest state ever, believing the Illuminati had built the ship with a hidden bomb as a failsafe, and holding them responsible for all the death, sees a chance for revenge and sets his sights on Earth. He lands on the moon, where Black Bolt immediately appears. Medusa warns Hulk that Black Bolt's voice could shatter his body in an instant, but Hulk ignores her and blames him for sending him into space.
Stop, Hulk. Wash me.
Hulk is blown away, but as Medusa and Black Bolt begin to leave, they hear...
Black Bolt is so busted. Every single time they've tried to bring Black Bolt to the screen, it's just been disaster. And we need better.
I didn't come here for a whisper. I want to hear you scream!
As Hulk jumps.
Wait, what? Didn't he just get blown away, though?
And Black Bolt begin to leave, they hear...
I didn't come here for a whisper. I want to hear you scream!
As Hulk jumps, we see the military, the president, and Tony Stark realizing that something is happening on the moon, and that's when... We see Hulk's spaceship already on Earth. Hulk explains to everyone that he came here to smash and tells the citizens who they should blame for the invasion, revealing how the Illuminati exiled him from Earth, sending him to the worst planet possible, hoping he would be killed. He explains that he has returned with his allies because the Illuminati killed millions of his people in an explosion, and also declares that he will destroy this city as well, but gives everyone 24 hours to evacuate, telling them that he only wants Iron Man, Mr. Fantastic, and Doctor Strange.
And if they're not here, I'll do this to your whole stinking planet.
Hulk returns to his ship and prepares to leave, but
Damn.
Iron Man instantly launches a counterattack, tapping into Stark's satellites to strike Hulk from orbit. However, Hulk's alien ship locks into the system first, seizing control of the satellites before Tony can fire, and the stolen weapons unleash their blast on Iron Man himself, leaving him writhing in pain. As Hulk leaves, Doctor Strange appears and warns Tony that Hulk has never been angrier and never been stronger.
Hulk has
than he
never
is
been
now.
angrier.
He tells Tony they have only 24 hours to prepare, and that this could be the end for all of them. Finally, the president contacts Iron.
Well, there you go. That's Hulk's power right there. It could be the end for everybody. That's one of the scariest things, is having like a character that's like so broken on your side, but then it's like at the same time he'll destroy everything on the planet like in an instant. And they know it's over. They know it's over, right? If they were smart, they would just hand over the people that he wanted, like Iron Man and Mr. Fantastic and whoever else he said. But if they were smart, they would do that. And maybe, just maybe, he wouldn't destroy the planet, right? Maybe.
Man and simply asks for God to help them all. With no time to waste, Iron Man and Reed Richards go to the Sentry, realizing he might be the only one with a chance against Hulk. But Sentry explains that Hulk is his friend, and that the last time he saw him was when he still couldn't control the Void, the dark manifestation of his own power. He tells them that back then, the Void had broken every bone in Hulk's body. But Reed insists that without Sentry, something terrible will happen. So Sentry, realizing he has no choice.
Okay, well, well, there we go. That's it. I mean, they're saved at this point because Sentry can completely glass the universe, right, in seconds. I'm pretty sure, and you guys can let me know down in the comments if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this man is that broken. I haven't seen the Thunderbolts movie, but I want to. From the clips that I've seen, him and the Thunderbolts look like really good, so I can't wait to watch that.
For the fight.
Looking good, folks! Let's keep it moving!
The evacuation begins, but as panic spreads, people grow more and more angry. So She-Hulk arrives and strikes fear into everyone by smashing the ground, warning them that Hulk hits 1,000 times harder than that. The crowd resumes evacuating, but then they all look up at the sky and see Iron Man, wearing his Hulkbuster armor, prepared to confront Hulk. As Hulk's spaceship hovers ominously in the sky, Tony tells everyone to stay back until he's finished with him. Hulk then leaps from the ship, ready to destroy Iron Man.
That's a garbage can.
As the battle rages, Tony speaks to the world, admitting that he is to blame because it was his idea to launch Hulk into space. He tells everyone he did it to protect the planet, but now he accepts responsibility for what has come.
And see how that goes, like, as bad as he wanted to save the planet from Hulk, he should have just left him alone, because he would have done way less damage on Earth, right? Never have been to the war planet that he went to. Since he's been on that war planet and he's been living that out for so many years probably, and now he's coming back, like, he just wants to destroy everything. Unless the Sentry just like wipes him from existence or something like that. Which, again, Hulk is stronger than that though. Like, I don't think characters can really just wipe Hulk from existence like they could with other characters, which I don't know why that is, but maybe there's some that can. I don't know, but I don't know. I don't know.
Someone once told me that with great power comes great responsibility. And today, I will protect you.
The whole world watches the battle unfold on television, and for a moment, it seems Iron Man might have the upper hand until the military intervenes, launching jets and missiles.
Why was Iron Man saying that to Hulk like Hulk said that to him? That's some Uncle Ben-ish. Like, you ain't get that from Hulk.
The explosions light up the sky. Hulk is struck by memories of his wife and of all the countless lives lost because of Illuminati.
You killed her!
Oh, hell.
The other heroes rush to Doctor Strange and tell him that Iron Man has been crushed like a tin can by Hulk. Strange instructs them to pray for him, then begins casting a spell, declaring that he will try to find a hero who can not only defeat Hulk, but also redeem him. Iron Man lies unconscious, and the other heroes try to stop Hulk, but Hulk and his Warbound tell them there is nothing they can do. She-Hulk attempts to reason with him, but Hulk simply tells her to walk away. When she refuses and attacks, he grabs her by the face and slams her into the ground. Ares charges in next, only to meet the same fate. With Earth's strongest falling one by one, the rest of the world's heroes join the fight, but hit after hit, explosion after explosion, from the X-Men to the Avengers, no one seems to have an answer for Hulk and his team. Hulk raises his hands, and just as it looks like he's about to kill the thing, Sentry appears. He begins talking to Hulk, who instantly calms down, until Hulk notices that the figure shaking his hand is actually Reed.
No, Reed.
If I set a bomb, killed your husband, killed your children, your whole world, would you ever stop?
Reed tries to trap Hulk, but Hulk calls him a monster and keeps pummeling him until finally, with one devastating blow, Reed is knocked unconscious. As he falls, Sue calls out to
he
Sentry.
flattened that man. Oh my god. Sue is done. I feel like isn't she like broken enough though to be able to like handle Hulk okay? I mean, she handled Galactus just fine in that Fantastic Four movie. I mean, I know it took a lot out of her, but still, like Galactus and Hulk. I mean, I guess Hulk is on a different level than Galactus, which is kind of funny if you think about it, because Galactus is broken. Bro was the first being in existence at one point, apparently. Either he was the first being in existence or he came from a place from before the Big Bang, which is what? I forget. Again, you guys let me know down in the comments. Like, I don't know. I could be wrong about this stuff, but something like that.
Insisting that they can't handle this without him. Meanwhile, Sentry sits alone at home, listening to her desperate call. Later, we see some people beginning to support Hulk, explaining that they are tired of Iron Man and Doctor Strange, while Hulk marches through the city with countless heroes already lying defeated. But that's when one of Hulk's oldest friends, Rick Jones, steps in and tries to stop him. Rick admits that Tony and Reed made mistakes, but insists that this still isn't the right path. Hulk simply looks at him, places his hand on him. And in that moment, Doctor Strange sees an opening and strikes.
Get out of my head!
Strange falls to his knees, admitting that the enchantment failed because Hulk still hasn't opened up. He tells him that Hulk may be a lost cause, consumed entirely by anger. That's when Hercules and the others step in to try and stop him. On top of that, Hulk's longest-running antagonist, General Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, arrives with soldiers, tanks, and helicopters to launch a full-scale assault. Ross strikes Hulk so hard that even Strange notices his defenses fall, finally giving him the chance to slip inside Hulk's mind.
Come along, Bruce. We have to talk.
Ross notices that Hulk has stopped fighting, and that's when we see Strange speaking to Banner. He explains that they are inside Hulk's mind, while on the outside, Hulk imagines himself battling Strange as the military continues to shoot and bomb him without pause.
I could snuff the feeble flame of your mortal life with the merest twitch of a finger.
But I am also your friend. Let me help you, Bruce.
Hulk begins to revert to his human form and confesses that every day he hears his wife's voice in his head. Then visions of her appear before him, while Strange admits that he too played a part in deceiving Bruce and sending him into exile. But then he also reveals the truth. The Illuminati were not the ones responsible for the explosion. He places his hand on Bruce and tells him it's time to relax and return to the real world. He tries to help him up, but that's when Bruce gives him a sinister look and Bruce suddenly snaps Strange's arms as Strange cries out that he was only trying to help. Hulk coldly replies that he has already helped enough, and then returns to his body and unleashes his fury on the military. Tanks, planes, soldiers, tearing through everything in his path. Even Ross falls into his grasp, but as Hulk seizes him, Ross fires a shot straight into his eye, and the two crash violently to the ground. Back in Washington, an agent informs the president that Ross, the Avengers, and most of the heroes have already fallen, and that once again, only one option remains: Sentry. The president orders the call to be made, while a woman warns him to choose his words carefully, since Sentry is unpredictable and fears the very world he's meant to protect. But as the president speaks to him and receives only silence, he finally breaks and blurts out the truth.
All right, Reynolds, it's time to shake the schizo act and do what needs to be done.
We are
That's when we see Iron Man, Reed, and the others imprisoned by Hulk. Hulk declares that it's time for them to feel what he felt, while his team suggests that it's time to go home, since the world now knows what the Illuminati did to him. So sometime later, when Rick arrives at the arena, he finds Hulk seated on a throne, ready to watch gladiatorial combat. Rick tries to stop him, pleading that this has to end. But as Hulk listens, we see one of his teammates. And that's when we learn that with his arms broken, Strange realized he could not defeat Hulk with his usual magic. So being desperate, he decided to summon and channel the demon Zom, risking corruption and unleashing a far more brutal side of himself, one powerful enough to rival Hulk. Strange unleashes such enormous power that he begins overwhelming Hulk's allies, dismissing them as nothing more than stupid monsters. He even seizes Hulk and strikes him so hard that Hulk is sent flying to the arena, while the police and fire department struggle to hold back the crowd of Hulk supporters from rushing into the fight. Punch after punch, for the first time, Hulk seems hopeless, and Strange even strikes him so hard that he crashes through a building. But as the structure begins to collapse and Strange panics, fearing he has killed the spectators, we see Hulk shielding them, saving all their lives. Strange admits that the power is becoming too hard to control, but Hulk once again counters him. Hulk begins smashing Strange relentlessly. Rick rushes in again, begging Hulk to stop the madness and asking why he would save the people only to continue destroying everything. But Hulk ignores him, landing a punch so powerful it sends Strange crashing down. Hulk then returns to the arena, where the Illuminati remain imprisoned and tortured, still trying to explain that they never planted a bomb in the spaceship. But that's when people begin stepping up to the microphone, voicing the sins and mistakes that Tony, Reed, Black Bolt, and Strange have brought upon the world. Hulk then approaches a massive metal door and unleashes a towering monster, telling his prisoners that this is what his life was like when he first arrived on the alien planet, thrown into the arena to fight for his life.
I mean,
the beast charges them. Iron Man is unable to summon his armor, and Strange cannot call on his magic with his broken hands. Yet little by little, they manage to bring the monster down. Hulk congratulates them on their survival, and then announces the next challenge. He orders them to choose weapons and fight each other.
Never.
But Reed refuses, unwilling to kill his friends. Yet Hulk activates the obedience discs, flooding them with paralyzing pain and forcing them to turn on each other. The arena descends into chaos as the heroes are forced to battle one another. Strange, losing control once again, unleashes a blast that strikes Black Bolt. Reed, trapped by the obedience disc, hits Tony relentlessly, unable to stop himself, until finally, Tony collapses to the ground.
Looks like we're all monsters.
oh,
Hulk looks at them, raises his hand, and instructs Reed to kill Tony.
This ain't right.
Bruce!
No, I won't do it. No, stop. Why not, Richards? You already killed a whole world.
Reed begs Tony to do something to override the disc quickly, and Tony replies that he's trying, but... And that's when we see it was Hulk. One of his war-bound lashes out at him, saying they were supposed to die. But Hulk answers that they came here for justice, not murder. He calls the Illuminati liars and traitors, while Reed, bloodied and beaten, tries once more to explain that it wasn't them. Hulk declares that they will raze the city to the ground and leave the Illuminati to live in shame. But then Tony suddenly says,
We've tried to explain again and again, but you won't listen. So this is your last chance to surrender. Or what?
and that's when we see that Sentry has finally joined the fight. Hulk warns that he doesn't want this fight, but Sentry insists that he does, because Hulk is the only being alive who can take his punch without instantly dying.
But
They
instantly
trade punch
dying.
after punch, generating so much power that the entire city is torn apart within seconds. Meanwhile, the heroes and Hulk's Warbound join forces, trying to survive and save as many civilians as possible.
He's busting out the power of 1,000,000 exploding suns.
General Ross tells Tony that they're all idiots because all they've done is trade one monster for another. But Reed quickly cuts in, urging Tony to use his satellites to try and stop them. One of Hulk's teammates tries to shield them as they speak, but another of his Warbound, Meek, declares that they brought this upon themselves and deserve to die. Sentry keeps battling Hulk, telling him how thrilling it feels to finally let loose. Meanwhile, Tony manages to bring the satellites back online, but Hulk and Sentry continue their clash, tearing everything around them apart. And that's when we see that, after all of this, both of them have burned through so much energy that bit by bit they begin reverting to their human forms. Sentry, all battered and broken, simply thanks Bruce and then falls to the ground. Bruce looks at him and smiles, but that's when one of his Warbound, Meek, the same one who urged to let Tony and Reed die, begins screaming, demanding to know where the Hulk is, and the others point to Bruce, showing him that it was Banner all along. Rick approaches Bruce and tries to talk to him, but that's when Meek steps forward.
Wait, so they didn't know that he wasn't like the Hulk? Or they didn't know he was also a human at the same time, kind of? Huh.
And suddenly stabs Rick straight through the chest. Hulk begins savagely smashing Meek's face while the others rush in to stop him, desperately reminding him of who they are. But Hulk throws them aside and Meek screams at Hulk, urging him to keep fighting and never forget the monster he truly is. He then reveals that he saw the Red King's followers load an unstable warp core onto the shuttle, knowing it would eventually explode. And when he witnessed it, he chose to stay silent, because he believed the blast wouldn't kill Hulk, but instead awaken the monster within and prove who he really was. The rest of Hulk's Warbound turn on Meek, furious that his silence cost countless families their lives. But Meek shows no remorse. Overcome with rage, Hulk unleashes a surge of power so immense it triggers an earthquake felt across the world, screaming to others that he hates him as much as he hates himself, and then tells Tony,
"Do it before I break the world!"
God help us all.
The satellite strikes Hulk, and as he screams, he envisions his wife once more. At last, he reverts to his human form, collapsing on the ground as every hero looks on. And finally, in the aftermath, S.H.I.E.L.D. arrives and takes Banner into custody, placing him in a specially designed underground cell from which there is no escape.
Oh my goodness. Dude, that was insane. Let me know down in the comments below what you guys are thinking. Bro, the Hulk goes on a rampage because his new pals didn't tell him that somebody on their planet put a bomb on his ship and rigged it to explode, and they wanted all the blame to be on the heroes of Earth. If they didn't have that satellite, yeah, he would have probably took out the whole world, probably. But what did that satellite hit him with? This must have been as strong as Sentry or something, because it instantly reverted him back. We're going back to the nerd science stuff. Of course, we got, could Batman and Wolverine survive the Court of Owls? Okay, so that's what it is.